Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Gina Malvalina and here is my student ID number. So in this video, I will explain about my understanding about chapter 4, especially about the effect of personality and age on second language acquisitions. Each learner is a different human being. That's why they have different personalities, characteristic, cognitive development, and anything else. That's why even they are learning in the same places, same environment, same society, same methods, they still have a different output in learning languages, especially in second languages. That's why we need to learn about the personalities and age effect on someone's second language acquisition so we can give them or we can provide the best solutions for each learners. So first of all, it's about personality effects. First of all, it's about self-confidence. Why a learner who has more self-confidence is more successful than others? Why? Because they has less fear. So they like to explore, they have a lot of passions and spirits to explore more, knowing more. That's why they receive more knowledges about languages. That's why they are more acquired than the other learners. Second of all, it's about tendency to analyze. Why people or person with self-tendency or field dependency has apt to acquire more in communication skills. Why? Because they like to looking for their own solutions from their own experience, from their own society. That's why they are better to communicate by or through subconscious learning. And then the last one is about empathy. Why empathy is important? Because empathy gives a big impact on communications. Why? Because with a good empathy, we can build more positive and systematic environment in learning languages. Okay everyone, so now we move to the next discussion about age effect. Why the age of someone or person can impact their learning process in second language acquisitions. So this is why. Children who live in natural environment are more likely to speak fluently like native speakers. So have you ever heard that if we teach students about foreign languages or second languages, they will likely or tend to understand more than adults? It might be true, but the durations of time of person stays or live in natural environment also impacts language acquisitions. Let's take an example. For example, there are two persons. First of all, it called or named Diana, and then the second of all called Livia. Diana moved to America at 7 years old and lived there for 3 years. The other person, or Livia, moved to America too at 11 years old and lived there for 7 years. Wow, quite a big difference, right? And you know what? The result shows something different. So the second person, or Livia, is strongly predicted to have more success in language acquisitions than the first person, Diana. Why? Because Livia moved to America in more adults or more more mature age, so she can understand more about the languages. And also Livia spends more time in America than Diana. That's why Livia has more language acquisitions than Diana. And puberty also play in an important role or turning point in language learning. For syntax and morphology, it shows that adults who learned it in earlier times process faster. That's why Livia processed faster than Diana. In addition, adults shows better in managing conversations. There's no big difference between adults and children in grammar proficiency. And by the way, there are also several possible sources. First of all, it's about biological explanation. There are fundamental differences between adults' brain and children's brains. That's why it impacts their process in language learning. And then the second about cognitive explanations. In cognitive, adults shows more acquire in language learning because they can use patterns to produce in their second language. And then the third one is effective explanations. Adults filter more or reduce more available languages input than the children do. But sadly, many adults choose to stop language acquisitions process or efforts earlier. And then the last one is about differences in language environment factors. Children get more here and now or more understandable or simple input, but adults typically are exposed to conversations about non-linguistic topics, which become the reasons why adults can manage and adjust conversations more than children. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.